When I went down the stairs and went to the backyard, there were already several people, with big smiles on their faces and interacting with each other. I took a quick trip to the kitchen, and I could see cousins interacting and exchanging ideas. It was something that intrigued me a lot. Because it was something so simple, but for me it was like it was always the first time, and I had to relearn how to interact. Why? For a second I hesitated. That feeling of security and courage now seemed to diminish to the point of going away. I sat on the couch and planned to give up, but I remembered that it was my mother's birthday. So I just continued. I tried my best not to focus on people, or my thoughts in that regard. The funny thing is that when we're like this our mind goes crazy. So what I did was act as normal as I could, although on the outside he appeared calm, on the inside he was on the verge of going crazy. I went to the kitchen to find something to do when I had an idea. I went outside and decided that I would help with the barbecue. After all, the interaction would be calmer there, and as expected, my mother liked my attitude, which made me happy. After all, she was the one I wanted to please. The interaction after that attitude was so good, that I relaxed a little. I decided to change my clothes and enjoy. Although I continued to be my quiet self, I felt more comfortable and in control of the situation. That day was one of the most rewarding days for me. Because I challenged myself, I fought, I achieved some victory and I pleased my mother. As well as sharing a few smiles with the staff. It was a golden day for me. The next day, with a little higher self-esteem, which rarely happened, I decided to try to change habits. I decided that I would go to school wearing sunglasses and in style. I put my face in, although with some trepidation. When I looked to the side, I realized I was being watched by a girl. She also wore sunglasses and seemed to like the same style as me. I didn't understand why he was looking. I don't know much confidence. And although I found it interesting, I continued on my way without paying much attention to it. But I knew, that all this would change in the blink of an eye. Upon entering the room, I discovered that that day we were going to have presentations. And even with some confidence, it would never be enough to face such a situation. I started to break out in a cold sweat. And again that despair that led me to go into my closet came to me. I started shaking and I couldn't help but look at people. I felt like I was going to die. My chest was racing, I could barely breathe. The paranoia of the imaginary devil came to me again. Those seconds felt like years. I literally felt like I was in hell. I couldn't open my mouth, and the worst thing was noticing the looks and even laughter from people because I had made a mistake. Get out of there as quickly as I can. My thoughts weren't in order, it was as if I were weird among the rest. I wanted to die and be destroyed, it seemed like nothing but it made sense. I went home with a lot of confusion in my mind, angry and feeling defeated. I was in shock. How can a feeling change so quickly? When I got home there were visitors in the living room. I jumped out my bedroom window and went to the closet. That felt like it would be my new home. If my cure was possible, why was it so far from me?
Continuous.